Are we on? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Microphone check. Lights. Cameras.
This is Swanky. This is lifestyle. This is culture. Welcome to the social center of everything culture. Culture Daily.
Well, Telecel fixed broadband today. Get connected, hurry up, and experience incredible bonuses, non-expiry bundles, data transfers across devices, and lots more. New customers are getting 50% bonus data in addition to other mind-blowing offers, as well as existing customers getting 300% bonus on renewal. If you want to get this, hurry up. It's Telecel fixed broadband. Just dial *900#, or you can also download the Telecel Play app or visit the Telecel retail outlet. Also go on their website. It's telecel.com.gh and get connected today. Terms and conditions apply. Telecel, connecting energies. Lenny, you want to give us some energy this morning? Before that though, Betway has got a great feature for you as well. We've all been there. You've placed that perfect multi-bet and it's going your way until one or more pick lets you down. Well, with Betway's Bet Saver feature, you can win even if your bet misses. And then even on multiple losses, you can still get your bet back and more. Bet Saver is exclusive to Betway. Get way more. Terms and conditions apply. It's regulated by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Bet the responsible way. No under 18. Betway. Get way more. Lenny?
Yes. BNO Bang & Olufsen's Atelier calls on you if you want to experience sound like never before. You can do so with Bang & Olufsen Atelier, where you become part of the craft. Design your own bespoke audio masterpiece or select from exclusive creations tailored to your style, whether it's a speaker that seamlessly fits your space or a statement piece that turns heads. If you can imagine it, you can hear it. Discover more with Bang & Olufsen at our shop at Atlantic Towers, Airport City, Accra. Bang & Olufsen Atelier, you dream it, we craft it. You can contact 020-169-4341 and grab yours today.
Well, thank you very much. There's more to tell you this morning on the show. We'll tell you also about Pepsodent. But listen, the squad live in the studio. We're trying to connect with our brother T Flow, who's supposed to be a guest this morning on the show, but he's in Connecticut now, and a couple about 4 or 5 hours behind us. We've been trying to get in touch with him. I'm sure he's knocked up. But when we do that, we'll just see if we can host this interview with T Flow. But in the absence of that as well, we were having a great conference this morning, and two of I was going to use a certain word, but two of our guests, two of our OAPs have joined us on air this morning. And it will be good to hear from you as well, and non-gender biased in any way, but as it goes, what the reality is. We were at Cloud9 with Lenny going real hard on the fact that he finds nothing. She finds nothing wrong with, we must have a conversation if you're going to move into my house and you stay beyond the dates that we decided both together that you're going to be here for 2 months and it's now 4 months and you're still here. But I want to throw that question back to you, AC, and Coach Trip as well, and what your thoughts are. Today being Valentine's Day, it's all about love, right? Mm-hmm. And once you sign on to a relationship, you and your partner, your boyfriend or your girlfriend, and I don't know if you heard the conversation we're having though, and let's say it's today is February 14th, right? And his rent was due sometime in January, and they're throwing him out. So he has a conversation with his girlfriend that he's been dating for maybe about 6 months, and says that I want to move into your house, and stay for 2 months. And then another 2 months comes, and then he hasn't still moved out. Would you let it slide and cool to accommodate him, or? Lenny says, let's have a conversation.
I was just going to say that.
Yeah, so it goes.
Okay.
So it goes.
Okay.
So it goes. I like the thumbs up, right? Like, yeah. So it goes. Like, let's have a conversation.
Yeah, let's have a conversation.
About what?
What's going on? There's probably something you're not saying, because you came in and said you want to be here for 2 months. And it's how did you even get to 4 months? In 3 months, you have to start asking questions, because what's going on? I'm not even saying it that I need to kick you out. right? But what is the problem? Why haven't you moved out? If I can help out, as in helping you find a place, or it's like
Can I
money
ask you a
you
question?
need, what's the problem?
Why
you can't
do-
just stay
Can I
there.
ask you a question?
Oh, for oh, you are.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah,
Why do you want your boyfriend out of your house?
it's
Regardless whether it's out of your space, whether you've also rented or it's your house. I mean, why do
Okay.
you want him out?
We are not there yet. It's my personal space. I've not psyched myself to have another person there yet. And I feel like it's the same for married people. Like, if you know you're going to get married, especially as a man, you have to psych yourself to have your woman come and live with you and also give you children. Like, I know a lot of men that would have a room just for themselves because they were not ready for the family, and so no one goes into that room except for them. They also like to have their personal space. No matter who you are, personal space is very, very important. And so if I'm not ready to have someone there, I'm like, let me accommodate you, say for 2 months, and we're going to the 3rd month, 4th month. What's going on? I'm sure you also like your space. That's why you said you're being kicked out for whatever reason. And so you haven't found a place, or maybe you don't have money to get a place now, and so you're crashing with me for 2 months. I'm sure there's a reason why you're still there. So we have a conversation, and you say, oh no, babe, now I want to stay with you. It's still a conversation.
I'm gonna come to you with a very
for
simple.
things.
But isn't that how we started? Isn't it the same thing we but and look at how we
That's
ended
the
up?
same thing I said.
We are no. Granted, I said I have a lot of questions to ask Izzy, and I'm
problem.
coming to throw it to her. There
I'm
are
ready to listen.
Mad
Yeah, I'm
bomb,
just-
mad things, mad things.
I'm gonna listen.
Yes, beautiful. But I just want to hear what my brother Koji Triple will say about this.
I feel like the expectation in the room is I'm supposed to say something in the
Sorry.
opposite direction.
Sorry. Before you say it, let's put it into context properly. So this is what Issy would tell her boyfriend. This is what the girl would tell the boy. Let's have a conversation. All right. Now you answer me, and I'll ask you a question afterwards.
Okay. So
Forget what our expectation is. Tell us what's on your heart.
we had a conversation before you moved in. So, and you gave me a duration. So if you are extending the duration, then we need to have a conversation.
Oh, I
about
need
it.
a white handkerchief, please.
No, Lenny. No,
We need
Lenny.
to have a
Chill.
conversation.
No, Lenny. Chill. I said this is how we started the convo with you, right? And you know how it ended. So I'm this is the expected answer, but you finish up. I have a lot of questions to ask you.
Yeah, we need to have a conversation about it. Like Issy said, we're not there yet. We're not married. Number one, we aren't. We haven't even said, oh, we want to get married. We're in a relationship. We're trying to see how it goes. So if you are going to stay, I'm not kicking you out.
Yeah,
I'm not
of course.
asking you to leave. I'm just saying, you said 2 months. What's happening? Maybe within that 2 months, I'm aware of, what the advancement has been. So I might ask you, we've not found a place. It's been 2 months. What are we doing? Do you want to move in? Are we going to just have a conversation about it? It's not kicking you out. It's just having a conversation about the situation.
That's
because
all.
So
What are the privileges of privileges and then responsibilities when it comes to dating? What do you like? So we raise money, for example, as a like, if I told, let's say I'm dating AC, I'm dating Lenny, and then after a month in the relationship, maybe she's just expecting that you're my boyfriend, you're supposed to be giving me money. And I said, we need to have a conversation about this because before I met you, you were surviving, right?
I think that we need to have a conversation very naturally scares people, even me sometimes.
No, but you
Now,
agree that if I say,
we need to have a conversation. Isn't a bad
No, I'm
thing.
just saying that is it okay
If you want to have a conversation.
If listen, I know we're on TV, right? And there are certain ethics you want to put out, but I also want us to be very real. Based on what you two are saying, like if I say confidently that you asked me that you want money for your hair, and I said before I met you, I'm sure you were gorgeous. In your case, you've trimmed down, so you can't even ask money for your hair. You were gorgeous, so I don't see why I should be the one to be paying money for your hair.
You see, I think that there should be a conversation had about a lot of things so that you are also clear on who you are with and the extent to which they are willing to stretch for you.
Yeah.
So no,
for
I'm just saying that, is it
example-
cool?
Yes.
It's okay.
Yes. You see, it is why when you have the conversation,
you see, when you
Jay,
answer me, yeah.
straight.
I feel like you're giving me one
I'm
of
not
those.
giving you TV answer. I'm going to get into
realistically,
it.
if you asked me money for your hair and I said that we need to have a
I'm going
conversation,
to get into it. That's
would
what
I
I'm
would I
saying.
seem because
Jay.
you are invading into my financial.
Wait.
That's tough.
So you
But
need
look
to
at
have a
that.
conversation.
So that means we'll be discussing a lot of things in our relationship.
Yes. But Jay,
You see-
why
so you
aren't
see-
you discussing these things
So
in
you
your
see,
relationship?
so then
Can I answer the
so
question?
then it means that you're going to possibly now list 1,000,001 things. See what you're
Have
saying?
the
You're going to list
conversation. Why
1,000,001
don't you want to
things.
have
It
the
doesn't necessarily
conversation?
have
Have a
to be-
conversation about them and
Jay,
see all
it's
before you
okay.
jump in there.
All of it
okay.
won't happen
If
at
you-
once.
if
and
you
you
have
know
the
it. It won't happen
conversation.
at once.
My boyfriend
Listen,
and I were
listen.
going out, and he said that I should pick a taxi and come there. He's not picking
No,
me up.
Jay,
I'm-
no, I
No,
I
you
think
see,
that's
Jay,
just-
listen.
and I said that before
Jay.
I met you. You were going to places, right?
No. Listen
So-
to this.
so-
I don't know why you don't want to listen.
No, I'm just saying that. So we need to have a conversation.
Jay, you need to have a conversation about a lot of things so that you are clear on, okay, this person will be able to meet
Why
me
are
halfway,
you
or that
selective
person
on
will
the
not.
things that we can? But you
Everything.
cannot have conversations about everything.
Why?
No,
How will you realistically
Why
have
can't
conversations
you
about
have conversations
everything?
about everything?
when it comes
It's
up,
impossible.
it's possible. When
It's
it comes
impossible.
up, when it
Impossible,
comes up,
Jay.
you'd have a conversation about it. If you don't want to have a
Do you know
conversation about
why?
it, both of you sit
So
there
I
in the
asked you-
assumption. If
so-
it explodes in your face, it's gone.
So is
Thank
it, so
you.
are you telling me from the feminist point of your lives that if I meet a guy before the relationship starts, I say to you that please, I just want to set the record straight with you. Don't come ask me money for anything.
And
hair,
if
clothes,
she doesn't,
nails.
if she doesn't see you as
You
that
think-
man that
you
she
think-
can be
you
with,
think it'll be cool?
yes, it is very
It's a
cool.
pet.
Jay,
No,
I-
see,
Jay,
no.
I-
Why are
I-
you saying
no,
no?
You know why it's cool?
Jay,
You know why
Jay,
it's cool?
no.
Because if she doesn't
Oh, for a
want
sec, somebody
that
was
type of
waving the
man,
white, the white
yes,
target.
of course.
See,
if she doesn't
it's a
want that
different-
type of man, and I'll wave it again and again. If she doesn't want that type of man, she can say that, okay, I don't want to be with you. You're
And
not
she'll
not
go.
my type of man. You're
Yeah.
not my cup of tea. So she'll
you
go.
see-
Same as if you also have the conversation and she says that she demands
I
X, Y,
disagree.
Z,
I
and you can't
disagree.
provide X, Y, Z, and you think that she's not the girl for you, you can walk away. The conversation is really, really important so that it doesn't be like you don't want to provide for her.
I don't think
but
girls
she
are ready
wants
for
to
the
take.
conversation.
She wants to take
I don't
from
think
you,
girls are not ready
and then
for
you
the
are in the
conversation.
relationship.
The
You are in the
conversation.
relationship, and then all of a sudden she's demanding, and you are saying that she's demanding too much.
No, I don't think
she will
girls are ready
find
for- I don't
somebody
think-
who
I don't
will
think a
give
lot
her
of
the
girls
too
are
much
ready for
that
this.
they want to
Why
give her.
do
Let's
you
have
say
a conversation.
Why do you say girls are not ready for the
because
conversation?
they're not ready to hear what can come.
Why?
out. If it's going to be a matter of
In this case, you
let's
are the
have-
man, and you are not ready for a conversation.
No,
you
I'm
don't want
just
to
saying
make
that
a list to have a conversation.
I don't think a lot
No,
of girls
but
are ready
Jay,
for it.
you say we are not ready for the conversation.
I said,
right?
yeah.
You
I
think
a
we're
lot
not
of-
ready for the
a lot of
conversation.
girls are not ready for that conversation.
Regardless, whether
No.
you have the conversation or not, right?
I don't
Things
think
would
so.
happen if you have the conversation about money,
Yeah.
right? And then you know what she wants, and she knows what you want, what you can give and what you can't give. You can move forward. If you don't
Yeah,
have the
Nimbe Dojina.
conversations and you are assuming,
Why
I'm
are you
coming,
throwing the
Jay. Let
person
me
out of the
finish.
house?
If you assume.
The second you raise the
If
question,
you
the
assume-
reality is that if you come and ask, you see, you are missing a reality, and the reality here is that if you, Kojo, ask AC, assuming you were dating, that you said you're going to be here for 2 months, it's now 4 months. What's up? Stop giving me TV answers and acting
Jay,
as
the
though
way you are-
let's
the way
have
you
a
are-
conversation.
the way you are-
Kojo, be real with me.
Jay,
I
I'm
agree
being
with
real.
you.
Jay, I'm being
I
real.
agree
I'm
with
being
you.
as real as
Kojo, be real with
I'm
me.
being as real
if
as
you ask
can be.
AC this question, you know she'll be offended, right?
Jay, I know.
No, I'm saying you know she'll be offended.
will
right?
be offended.
Do you want that?
I don't want her to be offended.
You know,
but the
you know,
point-
I
the
think
point is, the point is,
Jay's,
do it.
no,
it's
I
not
think
about.
Jay's,
It's not
Jay's
about.
problem is
It's not
that
about.
let's have a conversation. Maybe it might
No,
not.
it's
It might
about-
not
it's not
necessarily
about
be.
saying
Let's
that
have a
not
conversation.
getting
It
her-
might
not
be.
getting
It
her
might be.
offended.
Babe, what's up? Like,
then don't get into
or
this.
like,
It's
what's
not about
going
making.
on?
That's why I feel like
Jay, you want us to
even
side
in a
with you.
relationship,
Hold on.
even in
I
a
don't want something-
relationship,
yeah, argument,
Jay,
yeah.
even in a relationship, let's forget about apportioning responsibility, or I'm not saying that, but even in a situation like that, you talk about stuff that and then decide on whether that person is your person, or you're compatible. I mean, before you get to the relationship, you might think that there's these things that you can overlook, you can do this, you can do that, but that period is when you get to observe the person more and then find out certain things to see whether you guys are compatible and you guys can move forward. That's why certain relationships don't end up in proposals and marriages and all of that. So I think that once you are clear off the bat, off the rip, that you know what, as we go along, we're going to be having these challenges. We're going to like have conversations. It's not going to be easy. If you have an understanding of that, and then do not take offense at certain things, even though the natural response is that you will be offended, then you'll be able to move on. You keep an open mind about stuff. But other than that, I don't know. I
disagree with you heavily, but
and I feel like even the whole conversation thing is an advantage to men, in my opinion. I mean, for me, it's an advantage because we have a conversation about things, and then you might not see from that point of view, but for me, that's my thing. I feel like we have a conversation about stuff so that because I don't like to assume, and then I don't like to get too logical because, like, women will tell you,
but having a conversation also gives clarity to everybody. You know what to do, what not to do, where you stand with the person, how far you are willing to go, how far the person is willing to go for you. Like, all of these things are really
say
important.
that.
I get what Jay is saying. There are some guys who wouldn't want to say, let's have the conversation because they know
the love
person
you
they are
claim
with.
say you have when it is tested by moving in and extending the time, it starts vex you. You just don't want to say that the person they bore you. You finish. Me, I just
everybody is right. Like, yes, there needs to be communication. Okay, correct, healthy communication between both partners. But everybody is answering the question, standing on the outside of the relationship, as if we are advising two imaginary couples.
I'm standing inside.
Oh, I beg you.
Yeah, she's stating her stance.
I'm standing inside. Bam.
Yeah, so it's like we are looking at AC and Trip, and we are advising them that you guys need to talk. But we know that when you go into a relationship, okay, there are certain roles and certain behaviors that are already predisposed, calibrated. You are already expected to take on a certain role. We had this conversation several times in other forms, where even if Trip met AC today and he says, hey, it's Vals, do you want to get a drink on Saturday? The precognition is that somebody needs to pay for lunch, right? The norm, the narrative is it's on Trip's head.
Yeah.
The anomaly is if AC comes and says, oh, I'll split with you. That is strange. The norm, without anybody speaking, the unspoken communication, the silent rule that is written in the universe, is that that's on you. You are aware of that, right?
I am very aware.
Excellent. So these rules exist, and it extends further and further onto a relationship. And if your partner has a struggle and tells you that I'll be out of your apartment in 2 months, and it's month 2.5, 3, and Jefoli doesn't look like he's been able to pull his weight, after being in a relationship and accommodating each other to the point that you allow them to live with you for an extra 2 months, it doesn't need to be a let's sit down and talk about it if you cannot intuitively see that your partner
is struggling.
That is why when you bring it up that let's have a conversation with the man, then it looks like that intuition is now leading to a consequence. And when those conversations happen,
I want you out.
Yes, when those conversations happen, the consequence is most likely for the man to bear. In most relationship, let's have a conversations. Because Lenny made a point and said, if you can't afford for her and give her the lifestyle she wants, and you are not ready to pay for her hair and her upkeep, she'll go where she'll get it. She will go where you get. She'll get it because
you can
play it back.
We can do a playback.
Yes.
I agree. Let's do a playback.
You after the show, we'll cut it and post it on our channels.
You will find the person that can afford that lifestyle.
That's what I'm saying.
And that goes
it
both
makes
ways.
the same point I'm making. Let me make my point, please.
You can't make your point.
It makes the same point I'm making. That if I am dating Lenny, and Lenny says this is what she needs for her upkeep, and I'm like, Lenny, Charlie,
let's have a conversation.
Let's have a conversation about it. And I said I can't do that. Right? Trip is dating. He says he can't do this for your hair and your this and that. He can't do that. The conclusion is that because that's the standard she has set, there's no compromise to meet Trip halfway. She will go to the person who can do that.
No, Trip will say I can't do it, so I'm leaving. That's what Lenny is saying.
I'm not stating the norm. Oh no.
No, you are not. You didn't hear. Then you didn't hear what Lenny said.
Please.
So then say the same thing.
You guys,
because if you twist what I said, then that's not what it is.
Wait, relax.
Look,
it's like from the guy's
let's
side.
have a conversation.
Means
different things.
Let you finish.
Let's have a conversation means different things to different people.
Guys,
It's not the same thing.
Guys,
It
means different things to different people.
What I'm saying that let's have listen. let's have a conversation. It's not a cue out of a void.
Yes.
There are things that is an action based on an experience that is on a rolling basis.
Yeah.
So if you and your girl are fine, everything is going on, you know how dating Lenny is already, right? And you know Lenny is somebody that's about his private space. She loves you. She'll come and cook for you at your end. You guys will go to the beach. You do all the beautiful boyfriend, girlfriend things, and you know Lenny doesn't compromise with her space. But I have been pushed to the wall where I say, babe, I need a place to stay for 2 months. Let me figure myself out. And it's month 3. When Lenny says, let's have a conversation, it's let's have a conversation on the foundation of all the other things I know Lenny doesn't compromise on. Because
or
do you get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It's like you know your partner already. So when the partner comes to you and says, let's have a conversation, it's not out of a void. It's based on the fact that you know that she likes to change her hair every month. And for the last 3 months, you've not been able to support her in any way. So,
no,
what have I said? Which was the
Cyril, I think that when you say you want to have a conversation in this situation, there's a possibility also that I mentioned earlier, maybe there's something going on with you that you've not opened up to the person about beyond the financial reason you moved into that house, right? So you need to also find out, because it's not, you know that regardless of being in a relationship, it's not everything that your partner is comfortable telling you, if we are being honest. So if you want to have a conversation, it's okay, we decided that you'll be here, or we agreed that you'll be here for 2 months, you are here for 3. Beyond the reason you came here, is there any other reason? Are you okay? Is there anything going on that you think I should know? It's not about having a conversation and you are saying that after the conversation the person should leave, or you are sacking the person from your house. That's not that's not what it is.
That's not what I
You're
said.
having a conversation. I didn't say that's what you said.
said it's on the
I didn't say that's what you said.
Jay, I believe that.
I use the word.
Who is sacking you?
I said
After you sack the person, will you still date the person? No, Jay, I'm telling you, Jay, leave my house.
No,
will we still date? It's not up.
Yeah.
It's not up. If I have a thing with Trip, I'll tell Trip that Trip, let's have a conversation. Like, what's up? Maybe I might not necessarily say let's have a conversation. Have you what happened with the house hunting? What happened when you met the agent the last time? That kicks off the conversation. Then I'll know if there's a problem there. If the person starts to drag their feet, you know that there's something there that you'd probably need to pry into.
That's the point I'm making. That if Trip has come to stay with you for 2 months and Trip is actively looking for a place, after the second day he stayed with you and went with an agent, when he came back, right, you would have had the conversation of how it went with the agent
already.
You understand? After he said, Cyril said,
not necessarily. No.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I said
that you are definitely going to have.
You are dating.
No.
That's why I'm saying that it's not going to be in a void. If then your relationship is broken. If AC, I need to stay at your place. Okay, and then for 2 months, neither one of us talk about accommodation, which is then the relationship is broken. It's not realistic. Because I'll say, Jay Foley is speaking me on Saturday. He said he gets some place for Tessano. When me and Jay go out and come,
how do they go?
We'll have a conversation.
Yeah.
So if after this natural flow of, we are not friends, we are a relationship. We are not just friends. We are in a relationship. We'll be watching Netflix on your couch, right? When somebody will send me some 2-bedroom.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah, and I'll show you.
Yeah.
It's going to be on a rolling basis.
But now it passed the 2 months.
But now it passed that 2 months, and all these micro updates and this relationship communication flow.
And you still want to intensify the question.
Exactly. That's why I'm saying that. I didn't say it's not necessary. I'm giving you the reason why. I'm giving you the reason. It's like,
but Jay and Cyril, I get everything you're saying.
It's like, let me flip it. Let me flip it. If you are dating somebody who really cares about, if you are dating a lady who really cares about her looks and her fashion and her hair and her heels and blah blah blah, she's not going to exist in a void, right? She'll tell you, do you think this is nice? I'm not dating Lenny, but when Lenny sees nice rings and stuff, ask her if she's never asked me before that, hey, look, that what this one sent me. Do you understand? So I don't need to have a about your rings conversation with Lenny, because even as friends, when the thing pops up on her phone and is interesting enough, she shares with me. So if I'm dating AC and AC says, Oh, do you like these nails? Oh, did you see this? Blah blah. That's the upkeep conversation we are having in
This is
sequence.
very- this
If we
is
need to have a
very
grand
subjective.
conversation about it,
because
then
Jay,
so,
no,
but
like the
a lot of
That's
people.
what- all I'm saying is that
I get you. A lot
these
of
things
people.
don't happen in a void.
Okay.
So the reason why
So-
it is uncomfortable, especially for men, is that when you table it as let's have a conversation,
I
it
understand.
But
means
that's
that
why AC said that
it will not
maybe the person
necessarily
will
be.
come out to
Okay.
say
Let's have a
I said,
conversation.
you
All right,
guys,
so-
are you hearing me? I
We
said
heard
for
you.
men.
We
You are
heard
not
you.
men. I'm telling you that for men,
No,
we
we
are
heard
picking
you.
up all these micro cues
Yes.
and all these micro informations in day-to-day communication.
I like-
We
I
heard
like-
so
you.
when, so
I like
for
the
men,
context that we
when
have
you
put the
that's what I'm
situation
saying.
in.
That it's not in a void.
Okay.
But do you also understand that
Let's-
Cyril,
sorry,
there's a
Lenny.
possibility
Sorry,
that
Lenny.
I just
some
want to land and be
man will
quiet.
move and come and stay in that house for all the 2 months.
That's
won't
why I
meet
said
any
that kind.
agent,
That's why I
won't
gave
do
that. That's
anything,
why I gave that
and will still
example.
be
I
there
gave that
waiting
example and
because
said that
his girlfriend has
relationship
said
was
that.
already
It's broken.
problematic.
It's broken.
It's
Yeah,
broken.
but
I
also
said that.
see,
I
that's
said
what
that
there are
already.
different contexts to this thing.
Yeah,
if you want
so-
to set it in a context, it will have a different view. Now, how about a man who likes to do things in secrecy, not necessarily secrecy? I'm a man
That
who
man- that
wants
man-
to.
that man would rather go and live in this-
Alright, so let me help you.
Even coming to live with you, took him a lot to even ask you because
Okay,
that's
so
his last resort.
Let me bring more context to this. Let me just define it properly, and I like where we are going to, where there's a struggle. So the guy or the girl is moving in, and even that one cry agenda again. The guy is moving into the house. Number 2, the guy is making the effort, which you are aware. The 2 months has elapsed. The test of the relationship here comes with. After 2 months, it's now 4 months. There's still conversation. Like Cyril said, I show you, I'm trying. Would you be okay with the person still in your space, or would you want to remind
Fully.
the person that
Fully.
it was a 2-month deal?
Fully, I beg,
The
let me-
person
let me-
doesn't
I beg,
have
let me
anywhere
interject.
to
Yeah.
go.
Let me
Like if you
interject.
sack the person,
If
will
your
you
relation,
ahead
that's why I
him?
said. That's why I said it depends on the quality of
the
your
relationship,
relationship.
yeah.
So we cannot. This conversation will not end in a one size. There's no one pill
Yeah.
that cures this disease.
Yeah.
It depends on the quality of the relationship, because if there is healthy flow of communication in the relationship, and both of you, like AC said, are open about it, there's no secrecy, and information is flowing, opinions are flowing, that your girlfriend crowd will be asking around to help you find place. So after 2 months, both of you have the same vision
Energy, yeah.
of the rent situation. So there would be no natural need for let's have a conversation. So in such a healthy relationship where Lenny is looking for a place for me, I'm looking, she
Okay.
knows Foley is looking, we are chatting, we are sharing on reels on Instagram about places up and down after 2 months. If after all this natural flow of communication
Still,
again,
then there's a
Friday
problem.
night said, let's have a conversation.
problem.
Oh, not be scared.
It's
I
not
don't. I don't think.
Bro,
it's-
am I-
I
am I
don't
going
think
mad?
that's. I don't think that's an ideal situation.
that's
That's
a
what I'm
healthy
saying. That
relationship.
Okay, all right. So in the
How many
so in your
relationships are
morals
like
and
that?
values as AC, Lenny, Trip, and I want to bring it to you in your morals and like I always like that honest opinion. Are you comfy with your boyfriend moving into your house?
That's why I live with my mother.
Did you say am I?
I'm living with my mother. I live in my mother's house. If you come and share my bed there, well, if you make
Come and
it to
explain
my
yourself,
room,
eh?
I've made it.
All
No,
right.
I wouldn't mind it if he will be comfortable, because I think that's
No, I
what
don't thi- I don't think
because some
men
men,
will
that
be
some men
comfortable.
are not even comfortable just coming to visit
Yeah.
women, and they know that their parents,
parents
are
are
there
around,
and all of that. Some men don't like that. So if he will want to, that's for the situations where the women are still living in their parents' homes. Me, I wouldn't mind, right?
I've
If
never-
the
I've
man
never
wouldn't mind as
achieved.
well.
You used to live alone, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I've never asked you.
So-
If the person wouldn't mind as
So
well.
looking at you, Lenny.
Oh, wonderful.
Looking at you, Lenny, you used to live alone. I mean, and you've been in a relationship before. So let's just say that
Lenny used to live
you're
at a
good.
very nice place on
Yeah.
a hill and things with a lot.
let's just say that he
Perfect boyfriend,
he
please.
moves in, and as you are here, he's home. Are you cool? Like you're cool, right? You're
Oh
fine.
yes, now where will he be if he's working from home? But not that mean I'm going to ask and bring it for you to chop. You
It's
don't have
like,
work. No,
So,
you
the
don't have work.
so now
there.
the conditions of him living with you would have to
No,
be like
it's
that.
different too, because you see, if the man doesn't have work,
Okay.
right, and he's living in your house, and like that means that
You see,
all the
please, let me
responsibility
interject.
So the reason I'm
will
asking
be
is
on your head.
Jefoli,
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm
if
coming
your
to
man
something.
if your man doesn't have work, right, presupposes that you should not be surprised if he cannot pay rent. Do you understand? Which would affect.
Yes.
Which would affect.
It's
Which,
what
no,
I'm
let me
saying.
flow. I beg you.
No, you didn't let me finish. So let me finish before you come in, because I started the no work thing. If the person doesn't have work, then it will be very difficult, because then you should now understand that the responsibility is going to lie on you to take care of yourself, take care of him, pay the bills and everything, which is a daunting task to do. If the person is home and working from home and I leave him in the house, I don't mind that. He can be in the house. You are working, Abby. The money will come. At least if you are living with me, I may not even have to pay full bill. I don't have to pay my bills at all.
Are you willing
So
to
you can
accommodate
be
him
there.
if he
Can
can?
I
Okay,
draw out
sorry.
my point?
Yeah.
If you are dating a guy and he doesn't have a job, or you know his cash flow is poor because he doesn't have a committed earning structure, right?
That will not be me, but yeah. Continue.
When that guy calls you that rent is an issue, you'd be half unsurprised.
Yes.
And if you know that Foley hasn't had a job for 8 months, I've been dating him for a year, and Foley is now asking to come and live with him, excuse me to say, you are not stupid. You will know that the person who has not been able to take care of themselves for 8 months is not now coming to come and live with you and become the greater contributor to your relationship or your greater needs. So you will not leave your home and be surprised that your unemployed boyfriend is still unemployed in your house. You understand? So that's why I said that there's no one pill for this. If your boyfriend was highly employed and had money, he gets in car, baby, some issue where in rent pascal, some business go wrong, he go put in money for wrong place. But on a good day, he be stable-headed guy, they figure that in money. When that guy comes and moves in with you, right, it will also have a different structure. Do you get it? So
Jay, with the same scenario,
we
if
seem
you
to be
had
mixing and matching the issues.
if you had a
Yeah,
conversation
so-
with this person who doesn't
Which
have
of them,
work,
the
and
broke
you
guy?
know, yes,
Maybe-
and you know that you will not be comfortable dating a
Yeah.
broke guy, you'd already have this expectations if you're with someone who's broke, right? Like Cyril is saying. But if you know that it's not your ideal thing, and you're going out with someone, you haven't had the conversation with them
Okay.
as to why they are not working and why they are still there, they don't have money, and now the landlord is kicking them out. You already know what you're going
Okay.
in for.
So
You've
now-
not had that
so the-
conversation.
so-
why are you now about to stress
So
about
I may
another
have
one?
been wrong with my expectation on the answers, the kind of answers, the type of answers I was hoping to get
Why
from
were
all of
you
you.
hoping to get the type
And
of
I'll tell you
answer?
what. You see, so I mean, sometimes we say as it is, and we just have to move on with it. So let me just say as it is. From the girl's point of view, when even people find out that her boyfriend has moved into her house, that in itself is a problem.
No. That's very subjective.
Well, I'm just saying mine. I allowed y'all
Also
to make. Can I finish my
because
point? Can I
in
finish my?
this
Can I
age,
finish my point?
it's
Can I finish my
I just
point?
wanted to let you know. Maybe you say
Yeah.
Finish
millennial.
your point.
Yeah.
Hey, you jumped for people in this room right now, madam.
If that for me, if a boyfriend moved into a Gen Z's house, yeah, and another Gen Z finds out that the boy has her boyfriend has moved into her house, you know what he looks like already. It will look like really chick of all the flamboyant brand new Rolls Royce rolling in town. You chose the one that can't even afford to find a place to rent to live with you. So that in itself becomes it gives off a certain some very bad vibes. On the other hand, as well, for the guys, I feel like if your girl moves into your house with you, it looks cool because of society. It's fine. You can accommodate, and nobody would care. You can be in that fire yourself, whether it's your privacy or not. But you may not even be able to open up to her to tell her unless other situations, you use other situations to trigger the reason why she needs to move out. But you, the guy, Kojo, you don't go ask your girl, tell him, say, I mean it, stop lying to me. You don't go ask your girl, I'm missing Kojo, you don't go ask your girl, say, Charlie, it's been 2 months, so you are still here. You won't even have the balls to do it.
That
I'm just saying
that
that
sounds very
is.
I'm
hostile.
coming, hold
It
on.
sounds
I'm
very
just saying.
hostile.
It sounds
That
very.
you want-
It's
you
okay.
want-
It's enough. Go.
Yeah.
Because
And will you
Listen,
still date the person
listen,
unless you are
after-
breaking
no
up with the
matter-
person?
Guys, hold on. No matter how you sugarcoat it, like in the case you used, that even if you've been showing me reels, you the girl are showing me reels on your efforts to try and get a place for yourself, and we are trying and we're not getting the money and all of those things. Once the guy brings up the conversation in any manner,
It's hella
whether I
awkward.
hold you, cuddle you like this on my breast, and I say to you, baby, so they're staying, how far?
There's no softness.
not-
There's
That's
no
not how you're
softness.
gonna
It will
say
still,
it.
no, I'm saying that. Look, even if I took you out on a dinner on
He's not
Valentine's
saying
Day,
it's not necessary.
listen, no. Even if I took you out on dinner on Valentine's Day, and in the dinner we are eating, and I'm feeding you with a fork in my hand, and I'm giving you what do you call it? I'm
steak.
cutting steak and putting your mouth and pouring a glass of wine, and I'm saying, babe, you know I love you, right? But I was asking, so how far that you've been here for? No matter how I cushion it, I say to you,
No.
it will still
There's a
rub
way
off us.
as already.
And a typical
We know
girl,
that there's
I
a
wanna
way
be real.
to
Let
say
me
it.
finish my point.
Jay, don't do
A
that.
typical
AC,
woman.
say it, let's hear.
A typical woman. Yeah,
I'll
you
say
say
it.
it.
Say it,
A
we are listening.
typical
No, say it,
woman
let's hear.
I'll say it.
will look
Say it,
at
let's
you.
hear.
Because I'm talking to you. No, she will say it. It's 10 o'clock. A typical woman will look at you.
Today Valentine's
Oh,
Day.
serious.
Finish.
A typical
She'll
girl,
say it and let's
young
hear.
girl will look at you. Could you look at me? I'm talking to you. Will look at you and go and tell her friends that, can you believe this insensitive guy?
They'll believe it.
Like my boyfriend. I've been there for 4 months. He's telling me that he's asking when I'm leaving. I'm telling you, this will be a debate. Dare put it out on X.
You're gonna ask when she's leaving.
The boyfriend
You're
is not
red flag.
asking.
She's allowed.
You see, the boyfriend isn't asking
real.
when you are leaving.
Leaving.
The
Look,
boyfriend isn't asking
whether
when
I
you are
ask you
leaving.
how far,
It's
It
a
is
conversation
suggestive.
of
That's what we are
how
saying.
far
That
with the-
because
Look, if I ask you how far with the house,
Folly, if
What
we've
time
been
we say you go look for me?
Folly, if there's been communication
Someone,
and we've been sharing reels,
Oh.
and you know I've been going out with friends to look,
Woman.
and you have all
She
these
can't
abilities.
tell
Maybe
If
she
you-
doesn't know, because let's
She'll
use
come
me
and
as
tell
an
you that,
example.
hey, I'll tell
And
myself,
sometimes
we
I'm
have
not
to
even
go.
present. I don't know what's going on in my house because I've been in and out of the house so many times. Let's say 3, 4 days, a month.
Cyril,
I don't know what's
come
going
house one
on,
day,
and I go like,
then she
I go
left.
like, no, I go like.
She left and she
babe,
leave you a message,
I
a
go like,
long voice note.
That would
Jay, I go
depend
like,
on
babe,
the
we need to talk.
conversation you
I want to
have.
find out. Do you want to?
Wait, are you asking the
I'm
guy?
asking. Yes.
Okay.
Is it like, you'd like to make a permanent stay
know-
here, or you still like to move out? I'd
know the
like to
ego-
know.
the ego you are crushing the guy.
therefore,
How? If
then
you are able
you are
together.
not in a
If
if
relationship.
there's a
Happy Valentine's Day.
possibility that the
Difficult
person doesn't want to
conversations are
continue-
necessary.
Please wish
and
the-
you need
wish
to
your
have
loved
it.
one a
if
happy
the
birthday.
person doesn't want to stay
Please-
with you anymore,
please wish your
it's
loved
different.
one the happy
You're not saying
birthday.
leave. Happy
Please,
Val's Day to everybody.
Please wish your loved one a happy
I
birthday.
just said happy
Sorry,
Val's
all right.
Day to everybody.
Happy Val's Day to everyone, especially my mom and my sweethearts.
Okay.
Happy Val's Day. Yeah.
Jay, me, I want to wish all the girls from my class.
All right, that's
Aw,
good.
that's cute.
All right.
Yeah.
See what you want to
Girl them sugar, you know.
Yeah, I mean.
All the women there.
I'll tell you something.
You don't know. We love the girl
See
there.
tonight I got quite one shades of love, everyone, and enjoy.
Culture Daily was brought to you by Telecel.